Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Today I'm having a chore day. I have a bunch of makeup tasks that I need to just check off the list and I just want to get it done today. I have a bunch of makeup in my closet that needs to be rehomed, whether it's like PR that I'm passing on or things I've decluttered that I need to find a new home for. I need to just get that situation under control. Also, want to wash my brushes. I want to do some makeup repairs. I have some makeup that's either broken, needs to be fixed, or that I need to repress. We'll see what else we get into, but those are the main things I want to tackle today. So first things first, I just got out of the shower, did my morning skincare, and I wanted to share with you the skincare products that I've been using recently. I have been so happy with them so far, and I feel like my skin has just been in such a good place, which actually brings me to the sponsor of today's video, which is Proven Skincare. They are a new sponsor to the channel, and I'm really excited to share this brand with you guys because it's just really cool. So let me set you down and show you. As you guys know, I am a huge believer in a minimal skincare routine, which is why I was so intrigued when Proven Skincare reached out to me about their customizable skincare system. Proven Skincare essentially creates a completely customized skincare formula based on your unique skin type, skin concerns. So to start out, they give you a quiz based on 47 different factors from, of course, your main skin concerns, your skin type, but also things like the environment where you live, your lifestyle. And in just these 3 products alone, they put together complementary ingredients to target multiple skin concerns at once, which I love because it really just takes the guesswork out of your skincare routine and it eliminates the need for a super complicated 10-step routine. So this right here is my 3-step skincare routine that Proven Skincare custom formulated for me. And this system comes with a cleanser, a day moisturizer with SPF, and a night cream. So just now for my morning skincare routine, I just used the cleanser and the SPF. Lately, I actually have been washing my face in the mornings and at night again. I used to only cleanse at night, but lately my skin has not been nearly as dry as it used to be, and I do feel like just cleansing in the morning helps me stay on top of my breakouts. So those are the 2 products that I just used. And then of course at night, I will also use the night cream. Some days, if I am having a day where my skin is a little bit more dry or I'm having some dry patches, I'll even tap a little bit of the night cream on underneath the sunscreen. But most days, I just start my day with these 2 products and that's it. So my main skin concerns are acne, sensitivity, and fine lines, and the products they created for me have been really nice for all 3 of those things. They've been super gentle, which is obviously a must for sensitive skin. After I use the products, my skin just feels really calm and well balanced. It doesn't feel overly oily or overly dry, and it also feels very plumped up and hydrated. I did take some before and after photos just to see what my results looked like within the last few weeks of using these products, and I definitely feel like in the after photos, my skin is looking a lot more calm, a lot less redness, fewer breakouts, so far so good. Of course, it takes longer than a few weeks to see long-term results with skincare, but I am really happy so far. So if Proven Skincare sounds like something you would like to try, I have a great discount code. If you click the link below and use my promo code Sarah Rose, you can get your own customized 3-step skincare system for just $99, which is a pretty good deal. So I really hope you like it if you try it out. Let me know if you do. Okay, so since my last chore vlog, I have been collecting all the makeup that needs to be repaired or repressed in some way. Some of them are things that I actually tried to repair in the last vlog and it didn't work for any of them. So I'm gonna try once again to fix these loose stick products. This broke while we were traveling, actually at the beginning of January, but the clear window of the lid fell out. So I want to see if I can just super glue that back in. So I do love this highlighter. Luckily the highlighter itself is fine. I noticed it broke while we were at the hotel and I ended up wrapping it with a tissue to keep it protected while we were in transit, and it actually stayed together really well. The highlighter itself didn't break, so that should be a pretty easy fix. And lastly, I want to repress this shade in my Norvina palette. This is the shade Base. You can see it's just almost gone. It's really just in a ring around the edges, and I just want to be able to use all of it up, so I'm going to repress it. I would love to at least use that shade up and hit pan on this shade before I retire this palette. Those are kind of the 2 goals I have for this palette this year. So let's see, I'm going to start with the easiest, or what I assume will be the easiest to fix. I found some super glue. I'm actually going to wrap the highlighter in a tissue again because I just don't want to accidentally get any glue on it. I think what I'll do is just dab a few, like maybe 4 small dots of glue around this top part and then just place that in the middle. Put another tissue down here. I'm assuming this glue is still good. I mean, oh no. Alright, I think I tried to close it too soon. I think I'm gonna have to do more glue. I'm gonna kind of try to spread it out a little bit more. Okay, so lesson learned. I'm just gonna hold this down for like 30 seconds or so, and then I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna leave it to dry. Just gonna set that over there to dry. All right, so let's take care of these sticks now. I'm actually thinking for the LYS one, I think I'm just gonna leave it because this one, at least, the entire stick is held in by the tube and it really hugs right up to it, so it's keeping it pretty secure in there. It still twists up, it just doesn't twist down, so what I'll do is just barely twist it up and then press it back down with my finger. Not ideal, but I feel like I would rather do that than try to mess with it anymore because, yeah, it's not that difficult to use. So we'll just focus on these then. Last time I tried to fix these by just melting the bottom with a lighter and sticking it back in. It didn't work for any of the products. I tried it with 5 different products. All of them broke again, except one of them caught on fire and I had to throw away, and the other 4 all broke again. So I don't recommend that trick at all. So I'm going to try another method now that was actually suggested by a couple of commenters. They said the best way to fix this table is clean, is to dig out everything that's left inside of here and then take this, maybe cut off the end so that it's perfectly flat, and then shove it back down. And it should stay in place. So I had the idea to use what I dig out from these products and maybe mix them together to make a Franken product of some kind. So I cleaned out my LYS powder compact, and for now I'm just gonna scoop the products into here, and then I don't think I'm gonna make the Franken product today, but I'll probably film that for a YouTube short, like melting the products together and then swatching the final result. I think the bottom of this is flat enough that I don't really want to cut off and like lose any more of it. I'm just gonna kind of like make it into a flat shape with the end of my tool here. So now that this part is empty, I am just going to push that as far as it will go. Okay, so it's all the way in. It is much shorter than it was before, but at least I can use it again. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I hate to do that to this e.l.f. lipstick, the e.l.f. O-Face, but let me see. This one honestly hasn't been leaning too bad. Let me see. No, it definitely still wobbles. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. That came out nicely. This one, as you can see, has a really slanted bottom there. So I think I will go ahead and give this the old slice. All right, so got that end pretty flat. All right, it's so small. And then we have the highlighter of my NYX Wonder Stick. This one also just completely came out. this one I think I'm also going to have to slice off the end because it's very uneven at the bottom. That slices very easily. Nice. That is satisfying. All right. Okay, well that was actually pretty easy. I mean, kind of messy, but I think that these should hold together now. I actually think just looking at these colors next to each other, I think they look really beautiful together, and I think these are going to mix together to make a really pretty glowy blush. But stay tuned to see that come together. I'm happy to at least be able to salvage these bits as best I can. Okay, last but certainly not least, I am just going to quickly repress this shade. I'm just going to try to keep it in this pan and not transfer it out. All right. Next, just adding a couple drops of isopropyl alcohol. Okay. Might have put a little too much alcohol, but that's okay. All right. Because I put a little too much alcohol in there, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute or so before I start pressing, to just let it dry down a little bit. Yeah, it's a little soupy right now. All right, so I have a paper towel. I grabbed a lip product that's a good shape for this. I'm gonna just gently, first I'm just gently pressing. Okay. Okay, so that actually repressed really nicely. I only lost a little bit of the eyeshadow on the paper towel, but most of it is in there. I mean, it's a thin layer, but it'll be much easier to use this shade now. All right, let's see if this stuck. Yay, okay. Looks like this has dried, and it's not beautiful. Like, you can see the glue still, but again, like, at least I can use the product now. But I think I'm just gonna leave this overnight to completely dry because I think it's still like a little bit wet. So nice to finally have all of these things fixed. I'm especially really excited to be able to now use these 3 products, as well as that Estate highlighter. Yeah, so yay, this feels good. Okay, so welcome to the closet. This entire top shelf, I want to go through and make a plan for where things are going to go because I need to just clear this space out. So let's see. I have been doing a good job keeping things at least sorted into categories. So these are products that have actually been opened and used, but that I want to rehome. This is really just PR overflow here. These are all unopened skincare products that I want to donate or rehome that I'm not going to use. This is all unopened makeup that I'm saving for either a giveaway or to be donated. And then in this shoebox, I just have a handful of opened sunscreens that I am planning on using up within the next several months. And then this right here is my empty spin. So that can just stay there. We don't need to go through that. So all of this is makeup that has been opened and used at least once that I have decided to pass on. So what I need to do is separate out the things that I can send to Project Beauty Share. So I pulled up the list of items that Project Beauty Share accepts, and I'm gonna see what fits. This needs to be... So far, these are the things that I can donate. These are the things that I can't. They don't take like cream products for obvious reasons or like opened foundations. But they do take powder products, like cheek products, face powders, eyeshadows. They also take clean brushes, even if they have been used before. These are just barely used, but I'm gonna donate those. Okay, so these are the only things from that bin that I can donate to Project Beauty Share. Don't worry, I am going to wash these brushes again. I know I had them on the floor. So I'm going to wash them when I wash my brushes next. And then all of this, I am not able to donate, but it all definitely has a lot of life left in it. So for products like this, I like to offer them up on my local Buy Nothing page because a lot of times a lot of people are super interested. So I think that is what I'm going to do with all of this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this stuff right now and offer it up to the Buy Nothing page. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I think I'm going to have it so that people can split it if they want to. Like certain people can take just certain things rather than just giving it all to one person. Because I doubt there's one person that's going to want or need all of this. Actually, I think I'm gonna divide it into categories. That way people can pick and choose what they want more easily. Okay, I've been trying to figure out what to do with this Yes Style Advent Calendar box. This is such a nice box. It has an upper compartment and a lower drawer that pulls out. It's kind of hard to pull out, but yeah. And I'm thinking what I will use this for is to ship the products that I'm donating. I'll use this to pack them up and send them off to Project Beauty Share. I have a bunch of bubble wrap and packing material that I've been saving up, so I'm also going to use these if necessary. Probably not this big thing though. This is like a giant bubble mailer that's made of like really stiff bubbles. So in this bin, I have all unopened makeup that I want to find a home for. This is pretty much all stuff that I've received in PR that I just don't really have a use for, so I'd rather pass it on to someone who can use it. I think what I'm going to do with this, I really want to start doing giveaways on my Patreon and YouTube membership for people who've been like members for a long time. I may like reach out to them and see if they want some makeup and send them off a little box. I definitely want to start doing that like once a month, honestly, because I do receive quite a bit of PR that just I can't possibly use. And I feel so lucky to get to like have the option to try all this stuff. And honestly, I also really enjoy finding people to give this makeup to. Like I just enjoy that process. So especially like friends when they come over, like I love just giving them whatever makeup they want. Also, did you guys see Lawless came out with these jumbo Forget the Filler lip glosses, which is so great because the original size does not have all that much product in it, but this is one of the most special gloss formulas I've ever tried. Like it is so unique. It's thick, but in a really nice way, and it like actually stays on your lips for a really long time. Really great lip gloss, as long as you don't mind a kind of thick, sticky feel. It's not terribly sticky though, and it doesn't get stringy, which I really appreciate. But yeah, they sent the jumbo size and the original size. I decided to just keep the original size because, you know, it's going to take me a while to use that size up anyway, and pass on the large size. But anyway, yeah, here's just a little peek into this bin. Makeup Revolution sent their Emily in Paris collection. I had not seen Emily in Paris until actually this PR package inspired us to watch the show. And it is such a bizarre show. Like, I don't even have anything else to say about it. The writing is so confusing. It's just all around such a strange show. Also, I feel like this is just the kind of thing that I don't know how many people would be interested in seeing me review, because I don't even know how many people know that this collection exists. And it's one of those limited edition things that's like, people might be excited about it for like a day and then you're never going to hear about it again. So it's not really a relevant thing for me to have in my collection long term. So that's why I'd rather just not open these things at all. I did think this palette that looks like her really cool camera phone case was kind of cool, but again, it's just not something that, like, I don't need these colors. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in Revolution's eyeshadow formula. I haven't really liked what I've tried so far from them eyeshadow wise, so I would rather skip on that. Even though it's cute, I feel like it's just kind of, you know, more of a collector's piece than anything if you like really love the show. I'm not really too worried about unopened makeup expiring anytime soon. I think makeup is pretty shelf stable until it's opened up to a certain point. Obviously wouldn't want to wait like 10 years to pass this on, but this is all stuff that I'm going to probably give away in the next year. And then anything that I don't give away, I will donate. I also went ahead and decided all the skincare in here that I have decided I am not interested in opening, I'm going to go ahead and donate all of this to Project Beauty Share as well. So I'm going to pack those into this box. Okay, I'm feeling much better about this closet situation now. I have it now consolidated to just these bins. So in these two boxes, we have unopened makeup that I will be giving away. In this bin, we have unopened skincare that I will either use or give away. This is open skincare that I do plan to use up soon. And actually this is a very small, there's not a lot of products in there. So, and then my empties basket. So that is feeling so much more under control than it was earlier. These boxes also came off of that shelf, so that helped to clear a good amount of space. All of these need to be recycled because they are empty. I'm always hesitant to let go of nice boxes like this, but you know, I mean, I guess I could cut off the lid and use the bottom part as a bin, but I don't need another bin. I have enough bins, so yeah, we're just gonna let go of them. And I also was able to clear out all of these products, which will now finally be going off to new homes. And I definitely need to get in the habit of doing this at least every quarter, because that way I won't accumulate so much. Because all of this honestly is stuff that I've been accumulated since we moved into this apartment, which was a while ago. So it feels good to get this done. Okay, it is time to wash my brushes. I don't enjoy doing this, but it needs to be done, and I know I'm going to be so happy when I have fresh, clean brushes. So I have my brush cleaning station all set up. I like to do it at the kitchen sink because there's just more space. The water pressure is better in here. So I have laid out a towel to set my brushes on. I pulled up a video. I always like to catch up on YouTube when I'm washing my brushes or doing any kind of mundane task like this. So I pulled up actually another makeup chore video from Lara Likes Mascara. I'm going to link her channel below. If you have not seen her videos before, you should definitely check her out. I think if you like my channel and my style of video, you will definitely like hers. I recently started using this Sigma switch, which is basically this mat that you can use to wipe off your brushes in between uses so that you don't have color from a previous product on your brush. Honestly, I don't think you need to get this exact thing. Like, you could also just use a rag or microfiber cloth of some kind. But it definitely does come in handy. It does need to be cleaned. So I'm going to clean this actually for the first time. And then I think I'm also just going to go ahead and use this to wash my brushes, because they say you can use it for that as well. So let's do it. My favorite thing to wash my brushes with is the Dr. Bronner's bar soap. This is mine. It's definitely getting smaller, but that's what I'm going to use today. Okay, all my brushes are clean. It took me an hour and a half to wash all of these. Kind of tempted to go through and maybe just declutter a handful of these. Some of these were already in my donate pile that I just washed again to make sure they were clean, but a few of these I feel like I could probably pass on. So I'm actually going to go through these really quick. I feel like this is always the best time to declutter brushes because I've just washed all of them, so I've seen them all, I know what I have, and I can better decide what actually is serving me. Okay, so these are the things that are gonna get passed along. These were the brushes that were already in my declutter pile that I just wanted to wash one more time before I donate them. And then these were the only other 2 brushes I pulled out to pass along this time. I try to do this every time I wash my brushes so that I can just stay on top of it. But these are 2 brushes that I just don't really need. This is the Jones Road Everything brush. Honestly, I don't like this brush. It's this small, really dense kabuki style brush, and it's just way too heavy and hard. I feel like when I use it, I'm like hitting my face with a rock or something. It's just so hard, and I don't feel like it needs to be that hard. I have other dense brushes that I like so much better for like cream cheek products, which I feel like this is that's kind of the main purpose for a brush like this. I mean, you could also use it for foundation, I guess, but I don't know. This brush I just have not had a good experience with. Anytime I've used it, I have not liked it. So it's a really well-made brush, and I'm sure somebody could get some good use out of this, but that I'm gonna let go of. And then I also decided to get rid of one of my shader brushes because I don't even use shader brushes that often. This is the Sigma E57 Firm Shader. Like I said, I really don't use shader brushes that much. Normally I just use my finger to apply shimmer shadows, so I just feel like it's not necessary for me to have. I have like 3 other shader brushes. I feel like it's just not necessary for me to have quite so many, so I decided to pass this one along. So those will be heading off to new homes, and I'm also really happy to have a clean brush collection now. Always feels good. These chairs pretty much stay in front of this window now because the cats love lounging in them so much. We even got them this new cat tree to go in the corner right next to the window, but they still usually prefer to just be right in front of it. So they are just ecstatic about the sun. We haven't really gotten a ton of sunshine in the past like 4 months, so they are just soaking up every bit of it. Also, I just realized I don't know if you guys have seen much of Bee yet in this vlog. She's here. Bee's like, it is getting to be about nap time for me. Oh, big yawn. Okay, well, I think we had a very productive past couple of days. Felt good to just get this stuff all done in one fell swoop. And now we can head into March and into spring feeling renewed, and I'm very excited for spring. I usually don't get that excited for spring, but for some reason this year I am ready for it. Don't forget to check out Proven if you're in the market for some new skincare. Be sure to click the link below and use my promo code Sarah Rose. Thank you again to Proven for sponsoring today's video. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you had fun, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye!